Bench of the United Nations, the WHO is filled with seriously smart medicos, scientists and statisticians. It's run by this guy, Dr. Tedros Adhanom Ghebreyesus.
Good evening.
And on any given day, it helps billions of people live healthier lives through research, advice and on-the-ground care. It also guides us through global health emergencies, help Trump no longer wants.
All over the world, tremendous death and economic devastation because those tasked with protecting us by being truthful and transparent failed to do so.
As his country's decimated by the virus, Trump's being slammed for his own response to the outbreak. But he says he knows better.
The WHO failed to investigate credible reports from sources in Wuhan. The WHO's attack on travel restrictions put political correctness above life-saving measures.
The USA is the organisation's biggest funder, contributing more than $620 million last year, around 15% of its total budget. Trump is freezing it all.
That will result in lives being lost. There's no doubt about that. We could actually see that the organisation could go bankrupt in the middle of a pandemic.
And while our government doesn't agree with everything the WHO does, we won't be following America's lead.
We see the World Health Organization playing an important role, particularly in our region.
COVID-19 has now infected nearly 2 million people and killed more than 126,000 worldwide. And those numbers are only going up. So how will the WHO do even more with so much less?
Please don't politicize this virus. It's like playing with fire.
Righto.
It's hard. It's so annoying because the people he wants to punish aren't the ones that are going to, get punished. The vulnerable people are the ones that are going to suffer, not the people that he's annoyed at because of their advice.
Yeah. It also feels like he's just doing it because he's been seen to not have been reacting quickly. And Trump does this all the time. He throws a bomb over there to distract from things when he's not doing a good job.
Well, he put political correctness, he mentioned that, and that's, part of his strategy to kind of, it's the fake news, political correctness.
Yeah. Put it in a box that he can fight politically.
Yeah.
Is there a chance these are just threatening words and that he'll back down?
Well, Trump has a history of reversing decisions that he's made, so yes. But the problem is that he has criticisms of it that are legitimate, right? So the question then is, well, is it legitimate to defund? And the answer to that has to be no. But the central problem with it that he's fixed on is that the World Health Organization is a political beast itself, right? Like it's funded by governments. Governments put pressure on it to make declarations not to. The United States has put pressure on it in the past. Now China has. So his response to that is kind of like, well, they're listening too much to China. They're too beholden to national interests. So I'm going to make them beholden to my national interest by taking funding out.
But surely the time for that conversation is after we've come through the crisis, not now.
Yeah, I'm trying to think how I'd argue with that, and you've kind of got me there, actually.
Yes, one for me.
I think you're telling the wrong person. That's the only problem.
Yeah.
Pick up the phone to Trump. Let him know that.
And after hearing the news,